Picture this, the Oval, London, 2008. The air is just buzzing. Everyone's settled in, expecting a pretty standard day of English batting. But then, this figure in green and gold starts his run-up, and he's just a blur of pure energy, all coiled muscle in these fiery eyes, before he unleashes absolute hell on the batsman. The world didn't just see a fastball that day, it felt a shockwave.
And you see, that bowler's story is about so much more than just one amazing performance. His whole journey was this cycle of falling, breaking, and then somehow, always, rising again. This isn't just a story about cricket. It's a story about pure human will.
Because what the crowd saw that day wasn't just fast, it was this fast, 150 kilometers per hour. I mean, that's a speed where the ball literally becomes a red streak, a whistling projectile that gives a batsman maybe a fraction of a second to decide their fate. It was just raw, terrifying power.
The man we're talking about is, of course, the one and only Dale Steyn. And yeah, they called him the Speed King, but his real story? Man, it's one of the most incredible comeback sagas in all of modern sports. He wasn't just a fast bowler, he was a force of nature who absolutely refused to be tamed, not even by his own body.
To really understand the fight in this guy, you have to go back, way back, to the beginning. Not to a big stadium, but to a dusty, sun-baked town in the South African bush. That's where the legend really began.
So he grew up in Phalaborwa, a small mining town. Money was tight, life was pretty modest. But for this kid who was just full of energy, always running, always throwing something, the local cricket field was everything. It was his sanctuary. It was right there, in all that dust and heat, that this raw, untamed talent started to find its purpose.
And his rise was, well, meteoric. I mean, from that small town, he makes his first-class debut in 2003, and just a year later, in 2004, at only 21 years old, he's wearing the green and gold for South Africa. The boy from the bush had officially arrived on the world stage.
But here's the thing, for a guy whose entire craft was built on explosive, violent power, his ultimate enemy wasn't going to be a batsman. It was his own body. And this is where the story takes a turn, where this unstoppable force slams into an immovable object, the limits of the human body.
Oh man, this moment is just burned into the memory of cricket fans everywhere. Perth, 2016. He's in the middle of his delivery, and he just collapses. The ball slips out of his hand. The diagnosis was absolutely brutal. A severe shoulder fracture on his bowling arm. For a fast bowler, that is a career death sentence.
And this became his own personal nightmare. It wasn't just a one-off thing. It was this vicious, repeating cycle. First, the devastating injury. Then, the painful surgery. Then came the lonely, grueling months of rehab. And the whole time, that chorus of critics just got louder and louder, basically writing him off for good.
But this is the absolute heart of the Dale Steyn story. I mean, how do you respond when the world tells you you're finished? For Steyn, the answer wasn't to talk back. It was to work. It was to answer every single doubt with pure, defiant action. The critics, they had their story all written. They called him inconsistent, injury-prone, a liability. But just look at his response. He didn't lash out. He just got fitter. He didn't just try to bowl faster. He actually refined his whole technique. He turned himself from just a speed demon into a cunning, strategic weapon.
So here's the most incredible part. The injuries that were supposed to break him, they actually made him better. This adversity forced him to evolve. He had to get smarter, more strategic, and in doing that, he became an even more complete and dangerous bowler. He became a warrior.
So when we look back at his whole career, what's the real story we should be telling? It's not just about the wickets on the scorecard. No, his true legacy is defined by something so much deeper, something you can't measure with stats. Think of his career like a 3-act play. 3 separate times, he faced injuries that should have ended it all, from back fractures early on to that catastrophic shoulder injury. 3 times, the world completely wrote him off, and 3 times, he fought his way all the way back to the very top.
If you had to boil down the absolute essence of Dale Steyn into just one single word, this would have to be it. Resilience. The sheer toughness to not just get through incredible difficulty, but to recover from it and come back even stronger. That, right there, was his superpower.
And if you need proof that all that resilience actually paid off, well, here it is, 699 international wickets. Think about that. Despite all the breaks, the surgeries, the years he spent on the sideline, he still put up a record that puts him among the greatest bowlers to ever play the game. That number, it's not just a statistic, it's a monument to his fight.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? His story was this constant battle against his own body, against the critics, against all the odds. And every single time, he absolutely refused to let those injuries be the final word on his story.
And that kind of leaves us with one last question to think about. When we measure greatness in sports, what really matters more? Is it the incredible records an athlete sets when they're at their peak, or is it the number of times they were knocked down, declared finished, and still found the strength to get back up and keep fighting? Dale Steyn's entire career is a powerful argument for the latter.